Okay, we decided that we would do this song, which is a cover of Blink 182. It's called Do Do Do, isn't it?
It's not Blink 182, it's Third Eye Blind.
The-
And it's called The Sunlight Charmed Life.
Yes, also known as Do Do Do.
Yes.
I'm still, I cut the video, but we'll start a new one because I'm going to go ahead and keyframe all my camera movements, which was the Insta360 on a stick that I moved around. Yes, it's not great in low light, and it was really low light, and we kind of knew that, but it still looks cool. It's someone buy me an Insta360 1-inch, and then I'll make it look good. But for the X3, which is not designed to be low light music camera, it does a good job. I'm going to keyframe it and then export it as flat and kind of talk you through the process. So this is all the intro. So I would start keyframing that. And we'll look at the distortion. Okay, that kind of looks nice. And then, yeah, we'll go 75 degrees-ish on the field of view, FOV, field of view control. And then I'll play. This will all get cut. I'll start the video like here, but I'll probably do a fade in. So first keyframe would be there when the camera is in position. Field of view looks okay. I'll start a little wider, so that's the second keyframe, and we'll play. So we start off with a wide shot of the band, and now I've gone into here, so I want to get that angle, and then I'll go back and review how it looks. Okay, and then do a quick push in with the camera, and then a quick pull out. Now I've got the rigging gear in here because it's not set to invisible selfie mode. There's a reason for that. I don't want to get our camera's recording, so I can't show you. But if this were the camera, the invisible stick would be like that, and I would have to be at the side, and I can't like poke it around on the side easily. So I actually put the stick like that. That's why the stick is visible instead of being invisible as it normally is. But I'm only wanting to use the front lens anyway, and I can kind of push it in and out, and kind of ignore the back lens. But I did film with it because it does let me move around a lot more when you've got the full 360. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Any questions? Okay. Okay, so that's there. Now I need to fix this, the pose in the way, so I think the intention was to be on Sean for this one. So I will keyframe that. Now I'm going to go back and make sure that I don't see the stick. So there. Okay, stick not visible, that's cool. This shot, I think I want to just show the guitar. So we'll go in there and keyframe that. And I always have to go back and make sure it looks good. So there, we've got the guitar and the drummer. Now the drummer, he's got his own little area, so I want to get it nice and wide and like that. Now that's a really cool shot, and we'll review that transition. From close up to the guitar, then we're into the drummer on a wide. And what am I doing here? Now this is a close up on Sean's face because he's singing, so then I'll keyframe that and we will review the last two keyframes. Drummer into Sean. Okay, now we're on the main lead singer. Let's do that shot. Maybe a little closer in. So I'm just using the mouse to scroll in and out. Really easy to do. And I'll review that. Okay, now this is a shot of the band, but you can see it's not quite centered. So I want to get that view. I don't mind the wide. If I go too close, it's going to look horrible. we're already dealing with low light, as I mentioned. So let's go a little wider, show a bit of the stage area, keyframe that. And now we're going on to, who's this guy and what's he playing? That's like,
Her name is Yan.
Yan, and what's the role? It's
Bass.
like bass. Okay, so we're going in the bass. Let's do that, and then okay. Now we see my pole. So I was probably meaning to film that. So we will delete this keyframe, click on the keyframe, and then press the little X under it. Sometimes you can't do that. You can't delete it, and it's because you zoomed out too much. So you use the zoom and zoom back in, and then you can delete it. I found that. I wish that would be more intuitive. So it would be nice if, even if you're zoomed out, it could still lock onto the keyframe, because it's awkward to zoom in and out. But that is a feature request to Insta360. But yes, that's our next view. I'll keyframe that, and we're going to go back and review it. Make sure the selfie stick's not in the shot. And that looks good. Oh no, it's still there, so you can see the edge of that. So go back, delete that keyframe, and I'm going to zoom in closer. That should hide it. And then we'll keep playing. And what am I doing here? Okay, so I think I'm just walking across, so it's almost like a dolly shot. So as I walk across, I want to center it, create another keyframe, and then here I've moved again, so I want to create another keyframe. Maybe I can go a little wider, and then we go back and review it. So each
all of
step,
these are smooth, right? These are going smooth.
smoothish, yeah, smoothish.
Let's see.
Oh, something happened there. Oh no, it's fine, I think. Okay, and as I walk across, you still see the stick. So I think I need to make a stick attachment that's a little, goes out a bit more and then comes back in. I might play around with that. Oh no, is that a stick? Yeah, that's my stick. So here, I'm actually going to delete all these keyframes. Now, this is what I mentioned before. I can't select that keyframe or any of these, which is annoying. So they need to update that. But what you do is you zoom in.
Oh, that's annoying.
And then you go and you delete that one, and then you go.
So you just have to zoom in first.
And then you zoom out, yeah. And then you lose your position because it doesn't. It's not like Final Cut where it knows the center. So then I got to scroll back.
Do you feel like keyboard shortcuts could help you?
No, it needs to. If you look at Final Cut, when I zoom out, it will center on that and use that as a reference point, and then move around that.
I can't believe Insta doesn't have a plugin for Final Cut. They must.
They don't. That said, you can also do this in Final Cut too.
But you don't want to.
But I haven't done it in Final Cut.
Maybe it's
to
faster.
This level where I'm keyframing every few seconds.
Maybe it's faster.
And I quite like the software here, and Final Cut's a little bit unintuitive because you've got to do the XYZ axis. But I don't know, you can also move around, so I haven't done enough of this to know which one I prefer. Okay, so we go from here. The selfie stick's in the way, so let's start zooming in here, and we'll do a close-up. And I want that to be there. And then as I walk across, let's keyframe that. I'll do more keyframes. Oops. So now I've lost my positioning. Yeah, it doesn't slide with me as I play.
But surely there's a button to make that happen, no?
Well,
Most buttons do.
I think the software needs a bit of refinement, but it's okay. This is a lot of keyframe. I don't think most people jumping off a what happened there? Oh, touch the trackpad. Jumping off like a little cliff into water need to do this level. And I actually will do one of these in Final Cut. and see how much easier it is. I'm kind of new at this too. This is why I'm not doing it as a proper tutorial where I edit it and stuff. I'm just hitting record and just as I work it out, you kind of hear along for the ride. So yes, it's disorganized, and yes, it is a little boring and it's not edited, but hey, there's no one else doing this tutorial, so this is the best you get.
There might be someone else.
Actually, I think there is, but not many. Or if they're better, go watch them. This is my diary. I don't complain. I don't go and read your diary and complain about your boring life. Okay, just kidding. I love you guys.
He doesn't love any of you.
Okay, now here is a movement that I think that looks good. I think I dipped the camera. Okay, let's review all this stuff. Oh, that's quite cool. I like that little. So we're going from close up to wide and low. Now we're into Sean, so I need to center that. We can go a little closer, keyframe that, review. Okay, into the Sean's guitar. At that point we want to center on the guitar, which is that, and then review. That's a cool shot. And then here, we're back on the lead singer high view. We can probably go wider, show the whole band. And then I can't keyframe that because it's off my screen. It didn't follow me as I played. I'm gonna move this scroll bar. So yeah, please, Insta360, make this dynamic and make it move as I play the video. Or just buy a copy of Final Cut and see how they do it, because they've figured out the way to do it. But yeah, you're just going to move this.
Hey, Josh, you have to make sure these keyframes save this time. Okay?
Yeah, I'll export the video.
Right.
And I'll export the square as well, so I don't have to go back. Good thing this is the main, the best song.
Well, they're all good.
Yeah, but this is the most popular, so because I don't want to go back and re-keyframe the other two songs that I've never heard before. Now, a low shot, I want to tilt up and get that angle, or maybe I can cut the legs out and do that. But that kind of looks good. Keyframe that. So we go from Sean to, what's this guy's name?
Zaid.
Zaid, lead singer, and then low shot, another low shot. Let's go like that, because I think I'm panning to the left to get a two shot with the two guitarists. And then here, it was kind of, she's not doing anything on the guitar at that moment, so ideally, if I know where they can hit their marks, I wouldn't have punched in on that. But anyway, you can have a look at a cool guitar. Now she's playing, so I kind of missed the mark on that. Okay, now I've got to scroll over again. What was that? Oh yeah, that was that. Oh, that's my rigging. Yes, that's my selfie stick. So selfie stick's in shot. So I'm trying to. My intention was to film Sean, so I'm going to go back, delete this keyframe, and basically redo the keyframe with that in the center now. So now the selfie stick shouldn't show. Oh, now I'm pretty sure this is super boring and long, but I think, and I hope by this time you kind of get the process. You kind of know what to do. So I'm going to zoom out, and this song's what? 4 minutes? The recording's 5 minutes? And I'm only about 1/3 through, so it's quite a time intensive or time painstaking process to keyframe each shot. This video's gone on for 14 minutes, so it will take me about maybe half an hour if I'm not talking to keyframe a 5-minute video. But yeah, the end result is worth it. And then at the end, I'm going to make sure I have, for this one I'm syncing the audio, so that's good. And I'm going to export it as a flat video The resolution is 1080p, and 264 is fine because it's going to be uploaded and all the details going to be crushed more. And then I'm going to export it. That's pretty much the process of keyframing a selfie stick music video Insta360 dynamic camera thingy. Any questions, Sean, before I cut this tutorial?
When can we see the Can we see the final product?
It should be out in an hour from now.
Why in an hour?
Because that's how long it's going to take me to work on it. But when I upload all this stuff to YouTube, it's going to take longer because I'm going to... Everything's queued up. I've got this video that we did eating, and then I've got this. I've got to color grade it. And I've got to join them all up together and fix the sound sync. It's going to take a little while.
These videos before the eating video.
But I can send this off to them. They can post it first. So.
How can you send this off, though?
Well, this video diary will come out sequentially, but I can send this video of you guys playing music to the bar and they can post it.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Any other questions? I've got to end this before everyone else falls asleep.
No. Where can we find the rest of your work?
Currently at my YouTube channel, which the name is going to change. Okay. But yeah, for now, there, or I don't know. My pro work is actually joshtakesphotos.com, but I haven't been posting this stuff because this is really my tinkering channel where I play with new exciting cameras that come out and see where the limits are and see, can it be used in a low light environment that's very dark with music and all that? Yeah, kind of, if you just want to watch it on a phone. But yeah, maybe I'll buy the X3, the 1-inch one. That would be cool. But then again, I would probably, if I want good quality, I'd shoot on this with a stabilizer. So I don't know. Anyway, this is way too long. This is Josh signing off, as well as regular guest or semi-regular guest,
Sean.
Yeah, that's it. And do you have any plugs, channels?
None. 0.
Oh, all right. Okay, bye.